First of all, I'll start with connectivity from North America. So the connectivity is there's direct services out of Los Angeles every day of the week on Fiji Airways. So it's quite easy to get to. The arrival experience is this. This is, I just wanted to show you here. You fly into Nadi International Airport. We have staff there to meet and greet. There is an option available for guests to be able to go through a fast track system. There's a charge involved with that, but it is possible for your VIP guests and to be assisted through customs and immigration and fast tracked all the way through. Otherwise, guests, we meet them at the airport. We take them to a private vehicle. We transfer them through to the Denarau Marina, which is at the Denarau complex. It's about a 15 to 20-minute drive, and it takes you through Nandi town. From Denarau, the marina, we then take you on a boat, and the boat, it takes you through to Malolo Island and the Six Senses Resort where that's located. Now that's about a 40 to 45-minute boat. Now there's scheduled boats for guests that run 4 times a day, or private charters can be booked, of course. This is Six Senses Fiji, and just as an overview, you can see that it's based on its own private beach, its own reef there. It looks out into a secondary reef, and that reef as well, just to point out, that's the home of Cloudbreak, which is one of the top 5 surfing breaks in the world. That's most nearby. I'll go into that a little bit more because surfing is one of the experiences that's possible from the resort, and some great surfing at that. As an overview to the property, in the beach there, the reef, the outer reef, all of this is private. The way the resort faces, it faces where the sun sets. So every afternoon or every evening, it turns on a show. It's a beautiful sunset location. Photography is wonderful, and it's just a great way to finish the day. After you've had a day out in the sun, doing your activities, poolside, swimming, all of the things that you do in a tropical destination, there's nothing better than to farewell the day with a sunset. And the resort is in the right location for that. So 120 acres, easily accessible. When guests arrive on the boat, there's a marina there. It's a private jetty. Our general manager or resort manager, Cloud, they'll be there to meet you along with a team. There'll normally be guitars, they'll normally be singing. It's a very nice welcome and a great introduction to the resort, Fijian people. And it sets the tone because we're not a big property. We've got 24 villas, 24 villas and suites, and we've got 13 residences. So it's not a big property. It's small enough to be boutique. It's small enough for our staff to get to know everybody by name, and small enough for our guests to know our staff by name. So that part works really well, the intimacy of the experience, which is great because that's what Fiji is all about. It's a small, intimate, you're met on arrival, and then you're introduced to your GEM, your guest experience manager. Now, that person will be with you throughout your stay. They're the ones they're your touch point on each occasion. If you want to make a reservation, one of the restaurants at the wellness center, one of the activities, you want to get insight into any of the Fijian culture or anything about the island, they're the people that will have the answer or get the answer for you. All of them, all villas and suites, regardless, they all come with a private pool and a sun deck. They've got indoor and outdoor bathrooms, the wellness mini bars and cocktail stations, as well as the GEM, the guest experience maker. That comes with every category of room, regardless of the location. They all come with a fully equipped kitchens, guest experience makers, and one really nice little touch is that the residences come with complimentary nannies from 8 o'clock, from 8 o'clock until 5 o'clock each day, and that's for the residences only. This this image here, this is our lead-in category room. This is a pool villa. This is the interior. And just to highlight that, this is the look and feel of all of the suites and villas. They're about, as I said, 1,200 square feet. They're open planned, they're contemporary, but with a lot of Fijian accents, a lot of timber with cooling colors, and they use those natural Fijian timbers. The design is, you note there the high ceiling and the exposed beams. Now, if you're to go into a Fijian village and go into a bure, look up, you'll see something similar to this. It's based on the same design as a bure. What it looks on the outside, so this is a hideaway pool villa. It's not one directly on the beach, but the walking distance to the beach again is 20 meters, if that. This one here is a beachfront pool villa, and you can see that direct access to the beach. And this is the pool suite right on the beachfront there. So to enter the pool, walk down, jump into the ocean there, have a bit of a snorkel. Waters are warm all year round. Waters are pristine. Excuse me, the beach is right there in front of you. This picture here is it's of a beachfront pool residence, and it's one of the 13 residences. 9 of the residences are beachfront, meaning that there's only 4 that fit into that marina and ocean view locations. This is an ocean pool residence. You can see the indoor-outdoor areas there. They're very large, of course, 3 to 6 bedrooms. This one is an ocean view pool residence, and this is a picture from one of the bedrooms. There are 2 ocean view pool residences. One's a 4-bedroom and one's a 5-bedroom, and again, accommodating 8 and 10 guests respectively. I can feel the breeze coming up the hill there and into that room, and it's a beautiful ocean breeze, cooling, comes up in the afternoon. As an overview, it's a foodie experience coming to the Six Senses Fiji. There's an emphasis on locally or produce grown on the island, um, produce grown locally, organic produce, and fresh produce. So regardless of where you eat, there's a focus on it. There's the chefs on island. You can see the open plan kitchen in the Tovalea restaurant there. It's there for engagement. So it's there for the visual, but it's also there for the engagement. Guests can chat with the chef. They can ask what they're doing, how they're doing it. They can give their preferences. And because it is small and intimate, those preferences can be easily matched. The Tovalea offers an a la carte menus. There's daily blackboard specials. It's where breakfast is taken. Breakfast is included in the rate of all accommodations. Wellness, one of the core pillars of Six Senses, sustainability, wellness, and extraordinary experiences. The Wellness Village, Ayurvedic doctor who's based on property. Dr. I, he can do wellness screening. He can put together a program for a guest for the duration of their stay, if they so choose, diet, exercise, treatments. Those are both contemporary as well as using traditional Fijian medications. There's in the Wellness Center 4 treatment rooms, hot and cold whirlpool, steam room, sauna, yoga pavilion, gymnasium, and of course an alchemy bar where guests get to create and put together their own moisturizers and treatments, materials used in the treatments, which they can use there or they can take them home with them, use them as gifts. But you can see the view from the yoga pavilion there, the fully equipped gymnasium and an Ayurvedic treatment. This is the relaxation area of the Wellness Center. This is the alchemy bar where you put things together. The experiences, one of the other core pillars. Lots to do from the resort. So lots of accommodation options, lots of dining options, and lots of experiences. And just to quickly take you through some of these, you can see the outdoor cinema in that in the top picture there. Bottom left-hand corner, Fijian crested iguana, an endangered species but found on the island. Bottom right-hand picture there, Fijian warriors. They'll come, the local villagers will come onto the property. They'll do a meke, a Fijian dance show, a couple of nights of the week. So just to engage our guests into the local community. But you can see it's a water sport destination. It's got everything. Brilliant scuba diving, brilliant snorkeling from the resort. And that's important that it can be done from the resort. The snorkeling, you walk into the onto the beach there and snorkel from the beach. Sunset cruises, jet skis, sea bobs, e-foils, and of course sailing there. Surfing, we're in the location of the resort is home to some of the best surf breaks, not just in Fiji, but in the world. And all that's, we have a surfing manager based at the resort. It's a great place to learn to surf, as well as surfers that are proficient, surfing breaks such as cloud break. All tide swimming, which that means when it's high tide, you can swim from the resort. When it's low tide, you can swim from the resort. An important thing when choosing a destination in Fiji, and I'm sure in other parts of the world too. There's complimentary daily wellness activities. There's a sheet that's put together every day. It's called a 7-day bulletin activity schedule. A lot of those activities daily are free, complimentary. Cooking, cocktail making classes, eco activities, local village visits, the meke dance shows where the local Fijian from the village will come in and do the dances there. A kids club, it's called Grow with Six Senses. Wonderful thing. There's no better person in the world to supervise your kids than a Fijian. Big, warm, friendly, most respectful. They pull the fun out of everything. There's an element of learning in the kids club as well, the sustainability, because the resort is one of the pillars of the resort being sustainable, so sustainable. An element that is given in the We Grow. And on sustainability, just the resort is 100% solar powered. Tesla batteries, it's the largest solar complex in all of Fiji. And we do our own water. We've got the iguana reserve, the resort gardens where we grow much of the produce. We've got all of our eggs are provided from Cluckingham Palace. We've got bees, mushrooms, and we've got so much more local produce. Coral Gardeners, a Tahitian organization, they've based themselves now at the resort with the objective, at the invitation of the Fijian Tourism Board, but to rejuvenate reefs that have been damaged, to grow corals, and this is something that our guests can engage with and be part of during their experience. Wonderful water experiences. It's a beautiful destination to do anything on the water. Private boats, snorkeling, diving, everything on top of the water, everything below the water. Of course, the great surfing, and it's a pristine environment. Just in recap, there's accommodation options, dining options, lots of activities, pristine environment, Six Senses. It's absolutely beautiful.